here. If I'm not, I could be wrong on that, but
Yeah.
like I know, like Leo, for example, is the favorite to win one of the favorites to win the tournament. ShinyMark has a win on him. You know, has a few wins on him, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna get started underway here on Small Battlefield, and yeah, this is gonna be the name of the game, making sure that yeah, that reflector's gonna be really good to deal with this T-Joel camping. ShinyMark, when he's playing really well, he will play defensively. He will throw out this T-Joels.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it'll be really interesting too, because of course Wolf has some okay auto shield options, but against Pikachu, I think it's going to be a real struggle. I think Pikachu's going to be able to let pretty much anything loose on shield, and Dany's going to have to really kind of go for more repositioning rather than like true out of shield punishes.
Absolutely, and so far, I mean, kind of, a little bit of a lead for ShinyMark, looking pretty good right here. Dany gonna have to retaliate a little bit, get something going, and that's the thing whenever you do have Pikachu on the ground, and you're the one being juggled, this can be really hard, and Wolfland's very quickly too, so it's very easy to kind of catch him out. The reflector right there, saving him a little bit right there. Without the reflector, I think that might have been a kill.
I think you're right. Oh, almost gets that fair back here. I mean, really well placed. You know that, I mean, that's Dany. That's where he makes his money, man. Like, that's the Wolf in a nutshell.
Yeah, this is such a crazy matchup to play, especially so early as well. So.
No, it's ridiculous. I mean, one thing that's me too, like I feel like I'm worried for Wolf off stage this matchup. I know ShinyMark really has he's got those S guards unlocked. He can stay out there forever because up B is so great. You have side B, of course. You have Thunder if you need to stall. Like, I mean, he's just got options on options on options.
Yeah, I actually also really enjoy the calculated, strategic planning from ShinyMark when it comes to the neutral. Once he gets that big hit, really just ups it on you, turns up. It's in your face. You saw those aggressive edge guards. Try to get a trump earlier, not really gonna get, it's not really gonna pan out for him, but still looking pretty good here. But Dany's calling back.
Wow.
This is Rage Wolf. Max Rage up smash gonna do it. Sub 100.
Yeah,
before the hit.
That was a crazy scoop too. I'm not gonna lie. That didn't even. I think like maybe Pikachu kind of extended his hurt box there in order for that to hit. So really great stuff. Dany actually taking this first stock of the set. He wants that extra credit, but that dash attack is surprisingly deadly.
Yeah, absolutely, and really smart to just kind of, hang out over here, wait for that invincibility, and now you can kind of start the onslaught again. This is where, this is absolutely where we want to see ShinyMark is whenever you are pretty much even, you're slowing it down, you're just throwing up the T-Joels, doing a really good job right here, making Dany come to you. Yeah, and that's exactly what we're seeing. We're seeing those aggressive aerials, we're seeing dash attacks galore as well. Not really going to pan out for Dany as ShinyMark gets an opening here, but still looking pretty good. Not able to convert a whole lot after.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've really enjoyed how Dany's been placing his aerials, because I feel like the only way you're really able to kind of make progress on Pikachu in this matchup is you have to like use the meaty aspect of your aerials to kind of stuff out the nairs and stuff like that before they come out. Because if you let Pikachu kind of run free and camp you out, it's going to be a really tough time. So I think for the most part, I mean, Dany's been doing a pretty good job keeping it even here.
Still looking pretty good here. I mean, this is pretty much even, and this is one of the games that are going to be much slower, much more methodical, even though we do see a little bit of aggression right here, especially when ShinyMark gets the advantage.
Yeah, I like the option there to kind of early up B to onto stage so that you don't even have to play you still have the opportunity to go high rather than being forced to go low, because ShinyMark is always looking for those situations.
This is the moment that you were talking about right here, the edge guard scenarios, but able to actually Wolf Flash safely to the ledge. And that's a really scary. We can get some early kills and we can get some gimps right here from ShinyMark, potentially. But Dany, once again in this situation where has the deficit in terms of percents, but is able to find a really big hit. We might be able to see lightning strike twice, no pun intended here, but
yeah, but ShinyMark does not make it easy to find, and wow, the Wolf Flash is barely out of range from snapping to the ledge, and yeah, ShinyMark, he loves playing with the lead. That, he's in his element now.
Yeah, definitely in this element right here, but can we capitalize now that you do have the lead right here? Unfortunately, not able to make it back earlier. And tumble percent. Oh my goodness, that was spicy.
Yeah, the pratfall and everything. I feel like we've actually seen that a couple of times where Nair's like putting you into tumble like onto those platforms. And ShinyMark, I mean, he's been in these situations so often. He knows how to capitalize on that.
Yeah, still looking pretty good. That's another thing too about seeing these high-level players, seeing these top-level players, is when they get their advantage, you generally see them capitalize on everything. You see these crazy conversions that's like, you know, someone underneath that level tends to miss a lot. And so far, so good for ShinyMark. 162, back throw, forward tilt at the ledge. The Nair gonna actually be the one that does it. And now we are back to even stocks, and a little bit of a warning here. 2 minutes left on the clock. Potentially could see the game slow down to a halt a little bit right here. But ShinyMark definitely understanding that he has the advantage here.
Yeah, no, it's kind of interesting because, like, you know, ShinyMark's putting out so many T-Jolts, and Dany does have the reflector, but to be honest, like, it's not like it's been putting that much pressure back onto ShinyMark. He just kind of puts out more, covers more space. He doesn't seem to mind too much, and he's got Dany in a really kind of tough situation there. He's able to fight out of it, gets a little bit of center stage, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do with it.
Yeah, still looking pretty good here. I mean, one more big hit from ShinyMark, and that's going to be game 1. Yeah, so far this is really tense.
Yeah, because Pikachu really has a lot of options to kill here. I mean, we got dash tag, there it is. Killing from the side there.
He's spitting 100% there.
Commentator just cursed, kinda. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, up throw, like, honestly, the aerials, like, yeah, any kind of off stage, like, Pikachu, a lot of things, does a lot of damage, doesn't really struggle to kill. I mean, honestly, a lot of people at the beginning of this game was like, does this character have weaknesses? And I mean, other than representation, I don't really know, to be honest.
Yeah, who knows, honestly, but so far, I mean, this is Pikachu. I feel like I generally see people talk about Pikachu being the best, like a broken character, and then I also am like, it's kind of like Kylie Jenner, where it's like she's like the most powerful Kardashian in her prime. But then it's like, we haven't heard from Kylie in like 2 years. You know, like that's basically Pikachu, honestly.
Yeah. Potential man is Pikachu, you know? It's like, yeah, for sure. We know what Pikachu could do, but doesn't seem to really show up too often. ShinyMark's the one changing that narrative, said, hey, I've got everything I need. That's another thing about Pikachu players. They believe in their characters so much. They said, I know that my character's broken.
Yeah, absolutely. And ShinyMark, one of those like very confident players as well. So like not even just in its character, but just in his own playstyle, his ability to win sets whenever he's down, even if he's down, no matter how much he's down. So now finds himself in a situation that he commonly finds himself in where he's winning. And so now it's going to be up to Dany to see what he can kind of do in order to, you know, shake things up a little bit. I feel like the neutral has been mostly ShinyMark's favor, but Dany is able to just outlast those stocks just a little bit until the very end.
Oh, wow. Really, really well placed. The T-Jolt setting up perfectly into that spike there, and Wolf, I mean, the recovery is kind of limited, and it certainly doesn't have a ton of range, especially vertically.
No, absolutely, and that's a really early stock, much earlier than what we saw at the beginning of the first game.
Yeah.
And now we have the ShinyMark advantage, and this potentially could be where the wheels fall off for Dany, but still looking pretty good here. You see the resourcefulness, and you see the patience from ShinyMark. Yeah, just kind of T-jolting to and from the ledge, able to get something right here. Fair back here, not going to get the sweet spot, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, it's tough. Oh, wow, down smash actually trading with that, or not even trading, but just, yeah, flanking with that up B, and that's going to be it. Not quite, but the up smash will. Wow. I mean, yeah, it feels so weird because honestly, I feel like ShinyMark was on top of so many of those situations, but a string of good luck or good placement from Dany is going to make it to where this game 2 is even again.
Yeah, I think that up smash at the ledge covers so many options, pretty much except like attack. Right? Which is really nice. But I think if you space it out pretty well, like the way Dany spaced it out, he spaced it out to where it would also cover roll. Because if you like are right at the ledge, it won't cover the roll in, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, gets that Nair F tilt. But of course, it's so hard to mess with Pikachu off stage. I mean, when you can pick what side of the stage you want to recover from, you know, like, that's a good recovery. Oh, fair, but goes a little bit too high, and the Thunder is going to poke and give ShinyMark the space that he needs to recover back to stage.
Yeah, still looking pretty good right here. I mean, this is the litmus test right here. This is like the next stock taken here pretty much puts you at a pretty favorable advantage right here.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. Like, this is kind of where it could really start to scramble out of Dany's hands because he's been keeping it close. He kept it close game 1. He's keeping it close this game. But if ShinyMark is just constantly one step ahead, I mean, that's not how you're going to win a set.
But a little bit too aggressive at the ledge. We see Dany's lack of commitment at the ledge actually working out in his favor. Just throwing out these aerials just in case ShinyMark wants to approach the center stage. And with a get-off tool like that fair, definitely tried. And Dany doing a really good job. But now we're in a situation where ShinyMark has the advantage yet again. Down throw into the drag downs. This is such a scary situation for Dany. But able to outlast it just a little bit right here.
That was wild. He just like kept it going, and when he wasn't, he just waited for the air dodge. I mean, yeah, that was 80% unanswered for really quickly. Oh, I love the aggressive nair there to try and land. He's trying to fight his way back, but the nair drag down onto the platform. Not going to do it quite yet, but puts him in such a bad situation.
This is so scary, but you fall out. The dash attack not going to be enough. One more ledge trap scenario potentially could be it.
Wow.
And the back throw, well, up throw, I mean, sorry. I don't know why I was thinking back throw right there, but too many nests and looking for back throwing. But up throw definitely being the throw of choice for Pikachu games whenever they want to get that kill. So going up 2-0, I mean, we just saw the 0 to 100 sometimes.
Yeah.
Like we see that like the tempo of the game just accelerate whenever ShinyMark has that advantage, right? So, you know, a lot of the upper level players or like analysts who watch ShinyMark and study tend to say that he can be very defensive.
Oh, sure.
Right? But I actually think that one of his advantage state is one of the coolest ones to watch.
Oh, absolutely. No, I think, one of the players who's really kind of grinded out those nair loops, you know what I mean? Like the up tilt conversions, those ladders off the side of the stage into fair. I mean, he's really technical with it. So getting up into game 3, you know, 2 unanswered games for ShinyMark. I know Dany wants to get himself on the board.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this is where you need to get yourself on the board. Make sure that even if you do go down, like you're still in winners, so like you have some time. You know, you still have a run potentially in the cards for you, but you want to go down with at least a little bit of momentum, even if you are losing, right? Yeah. But I mean, Dany's one of those players who can turn up the jets and make some magic happen. So, but can ShinyMark prove to be a little bit too much for Dany? We're gonna have to see right now. Wow. He's still looking pretty good.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a great point. Like, it's so tough when you get like super washed in winners. Like, it's like for your losers run, it's just like how do you get back into the right mental? And so I know Dany wants to start like moving things around, but ShinyMark, he's just stuffing him out. Like he's not letting Dany get anything started. The aerials, I mean, like he can just kind of put out back airs, forward airs, neutral. Like he just has so much in his kit. He can stay in the air for so long. It's really hard to get anything started for Dany.
Yeah, not really getting a whole lot started at all for sure. We're gonna have to. I mean, this is back throw potentially just to throw the edge guard out. Yeah, Wolf flash throw able to actually work out, but just a little too aggressive at the ledge. ShinyMark's patience, able to earn himself an up smash right there to get that first stock.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good sign of top players too. Is that like sometimes you have to put some pressure out on the ledge whenever someone's sitting. Like you're like, hey, I'm covering this option. Sometimes you just sit and shield, right? Like that's what works out. He knew when his call. He got the get up attack shielded, and that's a free up smash.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is starting to. It looks a little out of hand at first, but I mean, fair bear potentially. These tech chases on the platforms. I mean, it makes sense as to why Dany picked this stage for sure. The only big thing that ShinyMark really has going over Dany in this scenario that makes it feel like a self-counter pick is the platforms being so good. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
trying to get another dare spike. Unfortunately, no one home for it, but now this is a scenario where we could see ShinyMark take a really big lead, but that up be able to armor through the edge guard sequence.
And this tech chases too. ShinyMark is all over this. It's so tough because, like you said, forward air, back air is like, a really great option. That up smash is not going to work that time. But Pikachu's so small, it's really hard to just kind of hit the guy, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing about Pikachu. Oh, but a whiff grab into classic spot dodge up smash. As a Cloud main, I love that.
It's true. And the nice thing about Wolf, you don't even have to be on the right side. You can be on either side. It scoops up and right into Wolf's loving arms. And that's going to make it 2 stocks apiece, but I mean, it's still quite a bit of percent in ShinyMark's favor.
Yeah, absolutely. This is looking still pretty good right now, I mean, for ShinyMark, but Dany's starting to slowly bring it back. One overextension. Just gonna, not even gonna try the up throw, not yet at least. pretty sure the next grab we might potentially see an up throw here to get that kill. So Dany gonna have to be really careful on how you play around the shield.
Yeah, certainly, certainly. Okay, that late hit a dash attack is going to give Dany another lease on life, but it's so hard to land. ShinyMark's covering so much of the center stage. These platforms are just so threatening.
Yeah, dragged under the F tilt, potentially a stock right here, and there's the up throw that we talked about earlier. So we were waiting for it, right? Because we saw it, in game 2, and once again, one more stock right here for ShinyMark, and will advance into the bracket even more. Dany looking to try to at least show out for himself a little bit right here.
Yeah.
Could potentially do it. I mean, if you do get the right percent, Fair Bear could just make Pikachu explode here.
Absolutely. No, it's so tough too, because I see Dany, he's trying to sit in shield, he's even trying to parry a lot of this, but since so many of Pikachu's aerials that he tries to land with are multi-hits, it kind of doesn't matter. You have to just shield again too. Oh no, the Thunder Jolt is going to snipe him, and that is going to be a quick 3-0 for ShinyMark.
Yeah, ShinyMark going to pretty much with not a whole lot of resistance right there, able to just move on